Shelly vibes, Shelly vibes, Shelly vibes. We like to be creative and we like to get dressed up. We like to do our makeup and we like to have some fun. Yeah!
못을 넣어 앞 내내 스치는구나 못을 넣어 is 내에서 앞나 누가 나는 von
This is my pod. It is so cute. This hostel is the cutest thing ever. It's a pod. It is so freaking cute. So here's the bathroom situation. It's very clean, very tidy, very aesthetic. There are stalls for showers and toilets, and there's even this cute window that you can look outside and kind of get a gist of the weather and have a view while you're doing your makeup, brushing your teeth, things like that. And then right after this, I just started heading toward the venue so that I can go see Deftones. And it was actually pretty funny because as I was planning this trip, I was planning to get a tattoo the next day, which you guys will see here shortly. But my tattoo artist, Rowan, was like, "You're lucky that you're going to go see Deftones." And I was like, "Actually, I have an extra ticket. Would you like to go?" And yeah, it was just crazy. So I ended up hanging out with my tattoo artist who I'd never met before. We went to the show. Look at this long line. It's pretty crazy too. But yeah, that just goes to show, you know, you just got to take chances and not be afraid to step out of your box and make new friends, because now I have a friend in Amsterdam and yeah, we had a good time. It was cool. It was chill.
Here in spirit. I fucking love that. That's beautiful. Thank you. You guys good? Let me see everybody. Yeah.
Good morning, fam. This pod is the tiniest, cutest thing ever. I cannot say enough good things about staying in a capsule hotel, especially if you're a solo traveler or if it's just two of you. I'd highly recommend. I got up, got dressed, and I started walking to go get some breakfast. This was a very rainy Amsterdam experience, but that's most of Europe, I think, around this time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I went to go to this cafe where I had this amazing acai bowl. It was so delicious. There was a whole damn fig in there, and it was really good. I had some tea, and then I started heading toward the museums. This one is the Van Gogh, which I will go to later in the day. First stop is the Rijksmuseum, which was a huge museum. I had to stop to the restroom, and I just wanted to make sure my dress was like not all up but like bunched and stuff. These plates were beautiful. I saw this beautiful sculpture of Kali, and gosh, I stared at that forever. I was actually in this whole part of the exhibit. It was the Asian section. I loved this. This was probably my favorite of everything that I saw at this museum in particular. Just the way that everything was curated was so beautiful. I mean, look at the way that this label is behind this statue here. Absolutely stunning. I probably spent a good 40 minutes at least in here. I loved it. The way that it was written about, and it was just thought about, and considered really well. Especially, having this type of artwork in a museum and the questions that arise with that as well. And where did these pieces come from? How do we honor these pieces? These are all really good things to consider. This museum was very beautiful, and it was very big, like I said. I just started to explore more. Look at this guy's eyes. I was like, whoa, this, and the way that it's positioned on this plinth. I mean, gosh, this is just beautiful. The way that they presented this piece with a shadow, very nice. There's this lovely mark making, and then I eventually made my way. Didn't know I was about to stumble upon a Louise Bourgeois piece. Absolutely stunning. I was in awe of this piece, and it was also interesting with this guard right by this piece as well. I mean, it's very fragile, but it's also, I just kind of thought, about the different kinds of works that are more protected than others. And yeah, this Caravaggio piece, classic, gotta love it. This is a Bernini marble piece, and I love this presentation and just the laying figure with, the simulated, fabric that's not so fabric. There was this mechanical sculpture that I was kind of obsessed with for a bit. And then, of course, Van Gogh is making an appearance here. There's a self-portrait. This hallway was beautiful, and again, I was just like, ooh, I love this hall. This like stained glass area. I actually found a phone right on this bench, and I gave it to like a guard. Hopefully that person got their phone back. I'm just talking to you guys. Do you like the overviews? What? The voiceovers? Let me know. There was this really cool chess piece. Look at the planes. They're so cute. I had to see this plane because since I've been with my plane boy, I've been kind of, a little obsessed with planes. And there was just this whole section with like dinnerware and talked about electricity. Gotta love a chair. Gotta love a chair piece. Yeah, look at these like Philips pieces that are printed, and then there was this like old like video pieces of, I guess, like the industrial, jobs and laborers. And yeah, it was really cool. I liked this. This was like way at the top of the museum in like a corner. And by this time, I was already kind of starting getting hungry. Had to check for my dress one more time. So random. Yeah, like I said, this museum was very beautiful. I liked it. I had a good time. There was this really pretty garden area. This dog was just wandering around, but it's kind of a thing. Like in Europe, people don't really put their dogs on leashes. Like people can just have them out. I almost got one of those like surprise Van Gogh guys, but I decided against it. It was like 30 euros. I really. Then I had this really good burger. It was a veggie burger. It was delicious. There was just too much mustard on it, but it was good. I needed something in my belly before I headed off to the rest of the museums. And I got to enjoy just munching on this burger. I got to enjoy the weather and hang out with some birds, so that's always cool. So then I made my way to the Van Gogh Museum, and this is also a very beautiful museum. This experience was actually really cool. Of course, you're going to see all of or most of Van Gogh's work, lots of self-portraits here. It was really cool to see his use of color. Yeah, just learn more about his life, really. Did that person back there just touch the painting? I can't tell. Seeing this sunflower piece in real life was kind of surreal. Very, very cool. As well as the bedroom piece. This one might have been even cooler, bro. Like, I almost lost my ish. Just cool learning about, somebody you've been taught about, who's kind of famous in art history. And, it could be a little cheesy. I mean, obviously, like, who's to say, like, these works deserve all the praise that they get, you know what I mean? Like, it's always good to question these things. This is a Munch piece, by the way, Edvard Munch. Very cool. And then this is apparently Van Gogh's last piece before he decided to end his life. It was a beautiful day again today. Very rainy. I got some books for, the stash, the collection, the archives, the knowledge. Okay, you gotta have that knowledge. I was honestly already so tired. I went back to my pod. Here's me getting in it. You have to go up this ladder, and then there's like this watch key thing that you hold up to it. But that's how you get in. It's really fun. Kind of scary being on the top level. I'm like, wow, is this all you had? And also my door kept opening, like it would bang, like because that door just like kept going. So it would just bang in the middle of the night. And like I hoped that didn't wake anybody up, but I couldn't help it. Again, it was raining. Gotta get that umbrella. The weather was gnarly and it was also really cold. I could have brought a bigger jacket. But yeah, this is me heading to the Stedelijk. So yeah, I was very excited to go to this museum. It's also going to be more modern and contemporary, so that's why I saved it toward the end of the day. This person here tried to offer me a radio because they were free to listen to. Like, you can walk around the museum and listen to information about these pieces as you go around. But since I personally have already researched these artworks so much and like learned about these, I just really wanted to experience them for myself, and it makes it that much more special to me. So of course up here I have like these Malevich, and you've got Delaunay, and again, just to see these pieces in person was really cool. And sadly it was toward the end of the day, business hours, and going to 3 museums in one day is a lot, but I thankfully was able to see enough, and I was trying to get all these in. So I do want to come back to this museum and spend more time with these pieces. I mean, look at the cracklies, the little crinkly cracklies on this paint. It's just so cool. Here is a Giacometti piece in marble, and I've never seen a marble Giacometti piece. I was really excited about this, and I love the way that they positioned it with this tapestry behind it as well. A Kirchner piece, like wow. I really liked the way that this piece was presented, which is why I got a clip of it. Just like this rolling aspect of it, just like a really interesting way to present artwork, as well as this trifold sort of room divider situation with these hinges. Just, you know, paying attention to these different ways that people are making art, you know, going into the realm of expanded painting and, you know, using this different forms through painting, this color scheme. I mean, how can you not go wrong? This whole room was very well curated, in my opinion, just the way that there's figures or maybe faces within these sort of geometrical or organic shapes throughout most of these pieces here. Of course, the colors, can't go wrong there. These wood pieces, again, going back to like the way that we use materials and the way that the materials represent themselves. Started getting into the Guerrilla Girls and female artists, which is really cool. Look at the way that this is, again, presented on the wall, just string. This piece leaning off of the wall onto the floor. It just kind of, it says something different, you know, than what's traditionally known as artwork on the wall. It kind of reminds me of my tutor CJ and the way that they present work. So then you start getting into the more digital art world and kind of more kind of advanced media. There's photography with these beautiful framed photos of these models with different hair pieces. Very cool, very powerful, very lovely. Here they're talking about some text, so starting to get, and I just thought it was interesting, like this iPad on the wall. So there was just like information on typeface. Frank Stella, Barnett Newman, Mark Rothko. I was literally one of the last people out of the museum. I had a great museum day, and although I was tired, I had to make my way over to get a tattoo. I stopped to get some Thai food because there's nothing like being hungry while you're trying to get a tattoo. There's Rowan again, wearing the Deftones shirt that he got the day before, and I was chilling after getting this super cool teacup that represents my time in England and Europe and my love for tea. Yeah, this tattoo shop is really good. I'll put it down below, and I'll put Rowan's information down below as well. He did a great job. I did get 2 tattoos at this shop. After the teacup one, I got this cherry waves one to represent Deftones. This is my second Deftones tattoo, and I love it. I had the idea for cherry waves, and he went for it, and he did such a good job. Very happy with it. And by the time you know it, the night was over. I was headed back home, and the next day I had to wake up at 4:30 in the dang morning, y'all. Oh my god, at least I thought I did. The train station was super cute, but unfortunately I got there too early. Why the hell anybody's awake right now, I don't know. I was delirious. I almost didn't wake up for my Uber either. That would have sucked. I'm literally at this train station too early. I look crazy right now, sorry, but I literally just woke up, rolled out, and got in my Uber, but y'all. The ticket literally tells you to be here at 5:20. It's like 10 till 5, so I'm like, well, if it wants me to be there by 5:30, if you're telling me check-in is at 5:20, then it's like, I gotta be there early. But now I know, like, you don't really have to be there that early. You're telling me I could have slept in? Thank you guys so much for watching. This Amsterdam solo trip was so much fun. I loved it. I had a great time. Let me know if you like these voiceover videos. They're kind of fun, and it's really cool for me to reflect, especially when I'm talking about art. Yeah, I ended up going back home. It was an easy ride back. Taking the Eurostar is super cool. Highly recommend it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you. Let me know if you have any questions on solo travel. I vouch for it 100%. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Adios!